All right, let's get this rolling. Uh, Hello, my name is Dr. Kurt Fisnick, and I come to you every Friday night, 6 p.m. Central Time, my time, and bring to you some information on how to generate a little bit of extra money. And like I posted on Facebook today, with everything that's happened in the last couple of years, there's a lot of people who are hurting financially, economically. The world changed, and I don't think it's going to change back to the way it was. It just, with everything that I've read, I think that they're kicking into place a couple of different things to make it so that there's going to be some permanent changes to our economy and to our world. And so unless you want to go out and get a second job and work your 9 to 5 and then go out and work a couple extra hours a day, this might be the answer for you. This might be something that you're interested in. And what I try and tell people is that network marketing has kind of gotten that black eye. A lot of people have done it wrong, I think. And what's happened is that people tend to remember those bad acts. And what I try and tell you is I try to teach by stories, because I find that facts tell and stories sell. And so I go back probably about 30 years ago, and a buddy of mine, we've been friends since kindergarten, and he came to town. I just opened up my clinic here. I had two young children. My third boy wasn't born yet, and he said, "Hey, you want to go out for lunch? I'm in town." He came up here from Colorado, and I said, "Sure." So we went out to lunch, and oh, mistake. I should have asked him what he wanted to have lunch with me for. I learned a lesson, because now he had me corralled. He had me penned in. I couldn't go anywhere. I couldn't leave. And basically, he gave me the spiel on the well, I'm just gonna say it. He gave me the spiel on Amway, and he tried to harass me into joining, and basically what he said at the end, he said, Kurt, he says, if you don't join me, that means that you don't support me and my family. You don't support my business decisions, and therefore we can't be friends. And I thought, holy cow, are you really saying that? And we really didn't have any conversations from then for the next couple of years, because I didn't join him. And then he came back to town, and he said, "Hey," he said, "do you want to talk?" And I said, "Yeah." I said, "But I'm going to drive myself this time." And so he said, he starts laughing, and he basically said, "Yeah, I made a mistake." And I said, "You sure did." And he says, "Yeah," he said, "I should have just paid for you to get in. I should have just paid for it and gotten you on board." He said, "So that's what I've done." And I said, "Oh," I said, "now you made another mistake." I said, "Because now I definitely don't want to do it." And, and I'm sure that everybody here, if you've been around long enough, you've got a bad experience of your own that you can share. And that's mine. That's just a couple of mine. And it sticks with me. I can remember it. I can remember it like it happened yesterday, even though it was 30 years ago. And I find myself constantly telling myself, I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be the guy that when you see me, you run away and you're like, "Oh no, it's Kurt. He's going to talk to me about joining Sisel." And so I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy that you run from. So bottom line is, what I tell people is this. I say, look, I'm in this business. I enjoy it. I have a lot of free time. I get to do things that I like to do. I get to spend some time with my family, my kids. My dad's going down to Mayo for some things right now, and I get to take off and drive him there. And if I was working in a job, would I be able to do that? Maybe, maybe not. But so I enjoy what I'm doing, and it might be right for you, and maybe not. But how do you know? How do you know? I mean, if you don't take a look, you're already making that decision that it's a no. And so that's kind of how I present it. And if you tell me no, I'm not going to chase you around. I'm not going to chase you around. I'm not going to harass you and that. I might bring it up, but a lot of times I don't. If you tell me no, I leave it alone. And I think sometimes people expect to get chased around. They expect that. And so then they'll bring up things to get me to bring it up. And then I'll bring it up. But I'm careful about it because I've had some bad experiences with that as well. But so what I'm about to share you is really what I think is the building block, the foundation of our business. Whether you join Sisel or you join a different network marketing company, there's going to be pieces that fit together in the compensation plan, in the way that the compensation plan works, that it works like stacking bricks. You stack brick on top of brick, and it builds your network. And so that's what I'm going to describe tonight. What are those bricks? And those bricks, once you build them, what they do is they can pay you, and it's a range. I can't give you any exact amount because it's different for everybody, but it's going to pay you somewhere between $500 to $1,500 a month residual leveraged income. And what do you have to do? Bottom line is, you don't have to do what I'm doing. If you don't feel comfortable getting in front of a screen and talking, if you don't feel comfortable getting on conference calls, you don't have to do that. You don't have to host meetings at your house. You don't have to have hotel meetings. You don't have to do any of that. I mean, really, bottom line is that this can be tailored to build it in a way that it's comfortable for you. And that's key, because if what you're doing makes you feel uncomfortable, think about the people that you're approaching. If what I'm doing makes you feel uncomfortable, then you're definitely not going to do what I'm doing. The ball is going to stop there and it's going to quit working. And so I think that sometimes people just join because they've been harassed into joining when really they don't want to. And then it leaves a bad taste in their mouth. I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday, and she said, network marketing is right for you. It's something that I really don't want to get into. And I said, okay. And I dropped it. And that's what you have to do, folks. That's what you have to do. And that's how I promote the business. Yeah, do I put some posts on Facebook? Sure. It's just like on Sunday, your church rings the bell every Sunday. You may not be there, but you hear the bell ringing. And so that's kind of how I look at my social media. It's ringing the bell. It's saying, hey, I'm still here. This is what I'm doing. And but so getting to the part of what do you need to do? A lot of people, if they're applying for a job, they're saying, okay, so what do I have to do? Well, what we're doing is we're looking for 3 people that this makes sense to. If you're listening right now, this obviously makes sense to you. And what I try and tell people is, according to Eric Warrior, according to other experts in the network marketing industry, they say that 3 people that's going to make sense to. People in your circle, right? Your circle of influence, people that when you say, hey, I found something, their ears perk up. They go, what is it, right? And that's who you're looking for, is you're looking for 3 people who might be looking for what you're looking for. And then you're going to help them build a business. You're not trying to sell them products. You notice I haven't talked about product sales. I'm not trying to get you to buy products. Now, you do have to understand that there's some business concepts that you have to understand when you're building a business. I've been a freelancer. I've been an entrepreneur since I was 24 years old. I haven't had a job. I haven't worked for anyone else since my early 20s. And what I realized early on is that it does take money to make money. You have to make an investment in yourself. And again, you look at leading experts in the world and they say an investment in yourself continues to pay off for years to come. And so with Sisel, we have what's called the Wealth Builder Pack, and you invest in that with shipping, taxes, and everything. It's roughly somewhere between $350 to $500, depending on what country you're in, your exchange rate, shipping to your country, things like that. So between $350 to $500. So let's just use the upper number, and let's just say it's $500. So you're going to start a business that can pay you a lot of money. My friend, I was talking to him a couple weeks ago, and he's in a different company, and he got started in this a lot longer ago than I did, so he knows what he's doing a lot more than I do, and he's built a nice network. He was earning $700,000 a month. I mean, just think about that, folks. $700,000 a month. And then when COVID hit, of course, his income dropped just like everybody else's. But he's still making $150,000 to $200,000 per month with what he built. And so with a company like what we have with Sisel, for a $500 investment in yourself, you can build that kind of income. It's entirely possible. You're going to have to do a little bit more. You're going to have to build a few more bricks than what I'm talking about tonight. You can't just build one brick and expect it to pay you that kind of money. You got to build multiple bricks and businesses within your business. But you're going out and you're finding 3 people who want to invest $500 in themselves, right? If that's that startup cost. Think of it as startup costs. When you start up a business, it takes money to make money. So you're investing $500 to start your business. What do you get for it? Well, you get product. You get product that you can use. You can use it yourself. You can share it with other people. You can buy product that's easily shareable, that's going to get results as soon as you share it with somebody. I was just talking to a friend of mine down in Texas today, and he said, "Hey, I'm interested." I said, "Great." I said, "Text me your address. I'll mail you down some products." So I'm going to mail him down some samples of the products, and I'm going to get him to try that. My goal is that he's going to say, "Hey, I like that." And I'm going to say, "Great." And then, he already understands the concept of network marketing, that it takes money to make money. And then over the course of time, then what you're going to do is, with my help and your upline's help, whoever got you started, we're going to help teach those 3 people to go out and find 3 of their own. And then we're going to teach those 9. So 3 times 3 is 9. We're going to teach those 9 to go out and find 3 of their own. So everybody's finding 3. So once you found 3 who found 3 who found 3, that's you, that's your 3, it's their 3, which is 9, and then they're 27. So that's 39 people. And with that 39 people, if they're consistently purchasing a 300 PV pack, which is roughly, again, about the same, say anywhere between $350 to $500 a month. What that'll pay you is $1,000 a month. So you're getting product that you can use and share. Hopefully you'll use it, because, if you're listening to these calls that we're doing, if you go back and listen to some of the calls that I've recorded, I mean, these products really do make sense. And Katie's going to jump on after I'm done here, Katie Larkin, and she's expert on the product. She's really into the science. I love the science. I love the product. But I want to share the business right now. I want to find people who are interested in making money. And Katie is way into the science, and she's going to talk about the science of one of our products. It's a mineral product that liquid. It tastes great, and it's got antioxidants in it. But it's just one of our 30-some products that we have. You can build your business. You can build a business in anti-aging. You can build a business in wellness. You can build a business in skincare. You can build a business in personal care. There's just so many different avenues that you can take with our company, Sisel. You see that in the background here, SISEL, and that's our company. And we have a number of different businesses that you get into. But you find 3 people who want to go out and do this, and then you help them find 3 people who also want to go out and do that. And then you do that one more time. And then what you do is, now you don't stop there, because what'll happen is you're going to drop that ball if you stop there. When you find those 39 people, of course you're going to go deeper. You're going to help those 39 people find 3 people. And then you're going to help those people find 3 people. So 81 turns into 243. 243 turns into around 800. 800 turns into about 2,400. I mean, I'm telling you, folks, it pays. And so now you're not just making $1,000 a month. All of a sudden now you're making 2,000, 4,000, 8,000, 12,000, and that's not even including the bonuses. I'm just talking about the commission that we make. the mailbox money, the money that you make because you found people who love the products and they're sharing a business, and then you get paid bonuses on top of that. And so that's all we're talking about. Now, I'm not going to get really in depth into it. We have 8 different ways that you can get paid. I'm not going to talk about all of that because I think that gets too far advanced. What I want to say is that if you're interested in doing something that's simple, something that you can share, and I'll show you how to do it, where you can share this 3 to 5 minutes a couple times a day. And if you're sharing it in 3 to 5 minutes a couple times a day, you can do it. You can carve out little pieces at a time, carve out 5 minutes here, 5 minutes over here, 5 minutes over here. And that's how you build your business. And you don't have to go out and get a second job, and you don't have to go out and spend an extra hour or 2 a day building a business. So Katie,